So on June 5th, United Natural Foods, North America's largest grocery wholesaler, was hit by a significant cybersecurity breach. The company immediately shut down their critical IT systems to contain the threat, disrupting order fulfillment and food distribution across the vast supply network. The breach was publicly disclosed 4 days later with an SEC filing this morning, signaling a serious but possibly non-material event under current regulations. UNFI quickly brought in third-party cybersecurity experts and contacted law enforcement while beginning an internal investigation. Their operations span over 30,000 retail locations across the U.S. and Canada. Temporary shutdown affected deliveries to grocery stores and food service providers, but contingency plans helped reduce disruption. The company's stock dropped nearly 12% during the week of the incident. Though the source of the attack remains unidentified, it mirrors tactics used by ransomware groups targeting critical infrastructure. So again, we're going to continue to follow this story. No claims on who did the cyber attack, but I'm sure that will be coming soon. So,
Shalom. First thing first, I want to give all praises, glory, honor, and power that's due unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone, those who rule well and who I learned this truth from. Salutation to the brothers stiffly pushing this one truth, and all sincerity and diligence, risking your lives and freedoms to do so. And shalom to the rest of the elect, as we all await the second exodus coming quickly by the hands of Lord Yahweh Shah. All right. This is your brother Rakaga Bar. All right. And I'll be doing a lesson. All right. Going into the cyber attack that just hit Whole Foods and the coming famine. All right. This place is America, Babylon the Great. All right. As well as, these other parts of the globe are about to be hit with a dire famine, man. And, we've been having the cyber attacks, we dealing with trade wars, okay, pestilences, all right. And all these things are the reason why, a lot of you people are about to suffer, man. Okay. And this is why scriptures say that, many of them that dwell on the earth in the latter times shall perish of famine. Okay. Famine is going to take a lot of people out, man. All right. Not being able to eat. Your body literally eating itself, because a lot of you, especially a lot of you Americans, man, a lot of you people are morbidly obese. So your body's going to literally eat through all that fat, and then it's going to start eating at your muscle, man, eating itself up, Hey, that famine, man. But you just had a cyber attack on Whole Foods, and I played this video, which they use a lot of technical words. But it said United Natural Foods cybersecurity incident. Okay. Critical IT systems were taken offline after a cybersecurity breach. Order fulfillment and distribution temporarily disrupted. Yeah. And, I just, pulled up a couple articles, but the point being is that the Lord is about to bring a famine on this place. All right. It says Whole Foods tells customers of temporary supply challenges after cyber attack leaves shelves bare. And this is, again, the same year where all them fucking tariffs, start being put on all these other countries by Trump. And then, different CEOs of Walmart and major companies coming out saying price hikes are about to hit, man. So, hey, it's pretty much evident at this point, man. It's gonna be a shortage of goods coming in here, and not only that, this place is being hit with all types of plagues by the Heavenly Father, man, to bring about that famine. It said Whole Foods reportedly directed workers to downplay increasingly empty aisles after a cyber attack on its main distributor crippled deliveries and sent ripple effects through the retail food supply chain. So this supply chain is about to get fucked up, man. And it's pretty evident. And you can't forget, too, we had the, they averted it at the last minute. But the port strike, all those port workers was going on strike, due to automation and shit. And ultimately, automation and, using robotics and shit to facilitate and to streamline, how these businesses operate. It's coming regardless. They're already implementing that shit, man. So, it's a lot of reasons as to why, shelves are just about to just be empty. Okay. Once again, man, dealing with the tensions across the globe, These nations are about to just fucking stop sending shit over here to America, man. All right. Which, once again, is going to be very fucking devastating for a lot of you Americans, man. A lot of you Americans are obese. You sit in fucking, you sit down and you just fucking eat out of boredom all day, 24/7. You know, you don't truly know what it's like to be hungry. All right. You can't do a fast to save your life, you know, and it's all about the show, man. You know, this is serious. All right. Matter of fact, let me grab this. This is 2nd Ezra 16:22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. Many of them that dwell on the earth, man. You see that? And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, which, hey, we we gonna go into that. All right, the sword. All right, everybody see what's happening over there in LA, the riots, which they're spreading to New York, and they're spreading really all across the country. We got a Day of Defiance, which is a global protest going on. No Kings protest going on in response to Trump and his parade and shit they got going on, which, hey, that could be a cover up for something more sinister happening, man. Because you got tensions over there in the Middle East at an all-time high, all right, between Iran and Israel. So, hey, the Lord is about to bring this slaughterhouse down, man. Okay, but the point of this lesson is this famine, because this is about to hit. Okay, and they showing you many ways whereby it's coming to pass, man. So, like I said, cyber attacks, the trade wars, all right, people ultimately not being able to afford it, because whenever you got a shortage of goods, the prices have to go up. And, motherfuckers can't make ends meet now, which is why, you can put Taco Bell on Klarna, put a fucking 4 for $4 and a fucking Big Mac on Afterpay, man. But that just shows you what times we're in. It says, many of them that dwell on the earth shall perish of famine, man. The Amazon-owned supermarket chain posted vague notices about temporary supply challenges as frustrated customers were greeted with bare shelves at several locations, according to TechCrunch. In an internal memo obtained by the outlet, Whole Foods told staffers that the cyber attack on United Natural Foods Incorporated is its ability to select and ship products from their warehouse. So, yeah, man, this merch, man, and you fucking mukbangers and shit, you people that you gluttons. It's like, you about to suffer bad, man. All right. But the Lord, he gonna keep the elect from this. This is Luke 12:22. It says, and he said unto the disciples, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, neither for the body, what ye shall put on. The life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment. Which that's something a lot of you people don't consider, because, brother, we did a lesson, and, I mentioned, that's really all people live for, is to eat, to drink, and to be merry, man. But if your life, if you have no purpose to your life outside of eating, drinking, and being married, and you don't have a fucking point, man. Life is ultimately more than that. And we know Esau, this devil restricts you. He pretty much makes you a fucking slave to where you can't even enjoy life. But, the life is more than meat, okay? It's more than just because, a lot of these people are gluttons, man. They eat themselves to death, okay? All right. How does the saying go? You're supposed to eat to live, not live to eat. And like I said, it's going to be a fitting judgment for a lot of you people, man, as this famine hits. And I didn't even mention droughts. I didn't even mention weather events. Okay, because I mentioned the pestilences. All right, like with the bird flu, they had to get rid of a lot of chicken, a lot of eggs, a lot of, cattle, destroyed it by the millions, man. So, it's this shit's about to come full circle, man. It says, the life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment. Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which neither have storehouse nor barn, and the Most High feedeth them. How much more are ye better than the fowls, man? And this is a comfort to the elect, because when you go into Isaiah the 65th chapter, it tells you, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. My servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty, man. And we have accounts in the scriptures, like, you go into Elijah, all right, the raven, the widow, the angel, brought them food. We're not going to worry about this. And, we understand that there may be times where we go 2, 3 days, 4 days, who knows the duration without a meal, without food. But even then, we're going to be good, man. We're used to fasting. We're used to doing things, that really we should do anyways, but the average American, like I said, these people can't wake up and skip breakfast, man. Seriously. So it's about to be hell for these people, man. And they're going to crash out because they're going to be hangry. You know what I'm saying? Going without food. So, yeah, man. But the Lord is going to take care of us, man. He's going to provide for us, all right, and come through in a miraculous fashion that's going to blow our minds, man. We going to be good, all right? It says in verse 25, and which of you with taking thought can add to his stature 1 cubit? If ye then be not able to do that thing which is least, why take ye thought for the rest? Consider the lilies, how they grow. All right, and that's the point. Verse 29, and seek not ye what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, neither be ye of doubtful mind. For all these things do the nations of the world seek after, and your Father knoweth that ye have need of these things. But rather seek ye the kingdom of the Most High, and all these things shall be added unto you. That's the point. The life is more than eating, drinking, and being merry, man. But I'm grabbing this because the point is that the Lord knows what we're going to need in these days ahead, man. He's going to, look at this. You got a mukbang right here, man. This shit is wicked, man. That's all these people do, and that's just the gluttonous culture of America, man. Mukbangs, people get paid to do that shit. But, anyways, the point being is that these plagues the Lord is hitting this place with regarding a famine, is about to be the cause for many people to get put to death. I'm gonna grab this scripture and I'm gonna close on out. Cause this convenience that a lot of that we have over here in America, being able to go to these, fast food, you can order food, DoorDash, and all this ease of access to these dainties, man, it's about to end. All right. 2 Ezra 6:22, it says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. All right. So this isn't once again another example of that. Empty shelves. Talking about empty shelves due to the trade wars. Empty shelves due to food being destroyed due to pestilences. Empty shelves due to cyber attacks, due to drought. So, hey, man, you take the warning or don't. All right, but ultimately for the elect, like I said, man, we're going to be good through this. Yahweh Shem Shah is going to keep us, and the rest of these people, man, they about to suffer in a major fashion. But with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Shem Shah, Shem Kakadash, Detail Baba Ball, Shalom.